We got the breeze, we got the crown. Okay, yes.
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. We've heard this phrase used over and over, and in just a few minutes we will hear it again for the crowning of our new Miss Adams County. 1 year ago, I heard these words just as I had so many times in my life, but this time it was different. This time it was special and unique to me. It was, in fact, the moment I had been waiting and working for many weeks. I remember standing on the stage as the announcements were made, heart beating, palms sweating, knees shaking. Then I heard my name. A crown was placed on my head and a sash across my shoulder. I walked to the runway, I smiled, and I waved. My crowning moment was no doubt something special. The specialness of this moment is illustrated by the fact that in just a few minutes, friends and family members in the audience will have their cameras ready to capture the grand announcement. And later, we may even talk about how the new queen looked as she heard her name. However, though I consider my crowning moment to be an extraordinary moment in my life, if I take a look over my year of being Miss Adams County, my crowning moment does not shine as brightly as many other special moments I have had throughout the past year. Last August, I competed against 87 other county queens for the title of Miss Indiana State Fair. This was an unforgettable weekend. I met so many wonderful and talented girls, and although we were all vying for the same title, friendships were quickly formed that have lasted to this day. I was also able to meet former Miss America Katie Stam during my weekend at state, as she was one of our 3 judges. I was greatly inspired by Katie's spirit and genuineness, but mostly by her devotion to her faith in Christ. Secondly, I would consider the service I was able to do for my community as Miss Adams County to be another shining moment. Judging Little Miss Swiss Days last July was a rewarding experience for me because I had the opportunity to interact with some young, beautiful, and talented girls of our community, some of whom may even be some of our next Miss Adams Counties. Also, about a month ago, I took part in the Relay for Life. Here I saw some of the real heroes of our community, and again I was inspired by the courage and strength of the cancer survivors and caregivers. Finally, some of my favorite moments of being Miss Adams County have been when I have been able to be a role model for younger girls. A few weeks ago, I was out to dinner with 2 of my fellow queens after attending another county fair, and a young girl came up to us and asked us for our autographs. I can tell you there is no greater feeling than to know someone looks up to you, and to hear the words, "Look, Mommy, a princess." Hearing these words showed me there is always someone looking up to you and watching you, and to always be accountable for your actions. Now, as I bring my speech to a close, it is almost time to let someone else have a crowning moment. Backstage, there are 7 beautiful, deserving candidates for the title of Miss Adams County, but the reality is that there's only one crown. To the 6 girls who will not have their crowning moment this evening, I challenge to not let the absence of a crown on their head keep them from impacting others and having their own special shining moments by striving to find what will inspire them. To the one lucky girl who will be named Miss Adams County, I have this piece of advice. Always let your heart shine brighter than your crown. Cherish every special moment you will have as Miss Adams County and enjoy your year to the fullest. But remember that your challenge does not end when you pass on your crown. Finally, a huge thanks goes to my family, friends, and this community for supporting me throughout the past year. It's been an unforgettable and rewarding experience, and I remember all the special moments I have had as Miss Adams County, from my first walk to my last, for the rest of my life. Thank you.
Sarah, take your final walk as Miss Adams County.